What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Brenner Video YouTube channel, and today we're at BAPS Motor Speedway in York Haven, Pennsylvania with driver of the 11 car, Chad Baker.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chad. How long have you been racing?
About my third or fourth year. We've run partial seasons, just when we can afford to. But it's third or fourth season in the Sportsman.
So did you grow up around racing?
Yeah, my parents had a carburetor shop, did fuel systems, carburetors for race cars. That's all we really did as a family was basically, go to races.
Did your family race?
No, my dad just stuck to the mechanical side of it, and he's pretty sharp when it comes to motors and carburetors. And
Why did you decide to race?
it's just something I always grew up around, and that's where all my heroes were. Was at the racetrack. It's just something, it's always been in my blood since day one, and just always been a dream to be able to crawl on one of these Super Sportsmen.
A Super Sportsman. Why did you choose that, and how is this different from someone that may not know, would think this is a sprint car?
Basically, this is a more affordable division, different route than the sprint car. These are like the motors we run. We can put a motor together for $6-7 grand. And be competitive, somewhat competitive. This division was built around being affordable.
Regular person can go out and get one of these.
Yeah,
Run.
I think we got on the track for right around 12,000.
Now, did you run anything before a Super Sportsman?
When I was a teenager, I ran some go-karts. I actually got to race with the Gobrick family. In my early 20s, I bought a late model and ran Silver Springs about 12 races. Then after that, I wrecked it, was out of money, and I let it sit for 28 years until I came back.
You just mentioned Silver Springs. What tracks did you grow up around?
Basically, all the local tracks: Williams Grove, Silver Springs, Penn National, Big Diamond, Grandview, Lincoln. We traveled to New York, New Jersey, Delaware, wherever the family was headed, but it was all based around business.
Who in your family was the biggest influence on you?
I'd have to say my dad for sure.
I guess especially taking you around on the tracks?
Yes, yep, and just to see how he interacted with everybody and how people looked up to him. He's very knowledgeable. He made his business around racing, and he's very successful with it.
So typically when you think of people growing up around racing, their family was racing, and as you said, your dad didn't. He built carburetors for these guys.
Correct, yep. He'd take basically a stock Holley carburetor and recalibrate it to run alcohol through it, which made more power, run cooler. Yeah, he was, in this area, he was a pioneer for the alcohol carburetor.
Wow. Now, did you gain any of that knowledge that you use today?
Not really. I worked for him for many years, and I'm familiar. I know enough to get myself in trouble at this point, but I haven't kept up with it for the last 18 years. I let that to the professionals.
Is BAPS your hometown track?
Yes, it is.
And why is that?
I feel for us, we can be more competitive on the smaller tracks. Not so much with like Port Royal, Selinsgrove, or Williams Grove. The motors are expensive. We just don't have top-notch motors. Even if you're down on power, you can still get, run competitive here at a smaller track. Large tracks, it shows when you don't have a motor.
What did it take for you to get in the car and learn the car and come out here and be competitive?
Well, I'm still working on the being competitive part. It's difficult because when you buy a car and you first get into this, you're trying to learn as a driver, but you're also trying to learn what it takes to make the car right, and what it takes to hook a car up. Honestly, it takes a couple years for somebody to get really competitive in in this division.
You just jumped right into it.
Yeah, we jumped in and we didn't look so hot there for a while, so. And we still don't. There's still a lot of learning to do, but that's part of the fun. I think if we were out there and had success early on, I don't know if it would be quite as fun to keep going back every week. We keep working towards it, and I love the challenge.
What would you say to someone just getting started?
You can't listen to everybody. You almost have to just get in it and see what you think the car needs. I make the same mistake of a lot of people want to help, but not every situation is the same. So.
It's a lot of learning.
Yeah, it is. There's a ton of learning involved.
Now, how did you do last season?
Yeah, we did okay last season. We had 5 top 10s out of 6 races with the wing on, and then we ran some wingless races too. I think I got 1 top 5 out of that. Listen, as long as we come home with one piece, or at least close to one piece, and we have fun, that's all that matters for us. I'd love to win a race, but at the same time, I'm just glad that I can come out here and do this with the family and
have fun.
You bet.
That's what it's all about.
You betcha. Yep.
What changes have you made for this season, if any?
Honestly, not much. Everything's pretty much the same as last year. We're just trying to tune ourselves in on what we're doing wrong and where we need to be with the car. And me getting laps as a driver as well.
Just getting comfortable.
Yep.
I see Chad Baker on your shirt. What is that all about?
So I have a drain cleaning, plumbing, and HVAC company that we run. Got a lot of support from the racing community, so I try to give back to that same community. Try to sponsor some races when we can, and I just enjoy doing it. We do a lot of more drain cleaning 24/7 and some plumbing emergencies. That's how we got involved with the racetrack here, is doing some work here. And
How can people follow you?
we have Chad Baker Racing on Facebook or chadbaker.net on the website. Pretty much social media.
I see some names on this car. I'm assuming they're helping you this season, and who are they?
Yeah, absolutely. I could not do this without these guys. I have Federated Auto Parts, Chad James. They help me out with a good bit of parts when I need, supplies. Drain Kings out of Mechanicsburg. He's been with me for a couple years now. JRD Automotive. He's always helped me with something. Seems like every week he's up at the shop, or now I'm down at his shop. Just another good guy. Likes to, help out the racing community. Sierra Madre Saloon out of Camp Hill. They've been a supporter here for the last couple of years. A+ Dale Jr.'s Painting and Home Improvements. He's been with me for a few years. Creekside Auto Sales, Gushall's Hauling, also Mastercraft Mechanical and Plumbing. They're a new sponsor come on this year. I'm anxious to work with them. There's a lot of guys that help out. I get a ton of help from other racers. That's what I like about this division. They're all willing to help you. They all seem to get along pretty well. Very supportive group of people. And then I have my family, which is my stepsons, Andrew and Tony, Zach, Justin, Keith, Ash, George. There's so many people that make this happen. I can't forget my fiance, Amy. Without her, I definitely wouldn't be doing this.
Thank you for having us out. We really appreciate it. We hope you do very well tonight. We'll definitely be watching you. We'll be following you, watch you along the season. And with that being said, like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one.
Real fast because it is feature time for the Super Sportsman.